was 13 years old when the ambassador of Pakistan in 1974 to Libya, Tripoli, came to our house and convinced my father that he was the governor of Sindh, General Rahman Gul, and there he found a great school called Cadet College Pataro. So he recommended to my father that he should send his son to Pataro, and on the embassy took my exams, and I was selected, and then on 14th of August 1974 I was on the gates of Pataro. In Pataro, my first impression of a senior and what it meant and how they taught me was Shabi Zaidi. He was from the 1971 entry, Liaqat, later Liaqat J.O., who inspired me, mentored me, trained me, and whoever I am today, I owe a lot to him. Those who inspired in the cadets was obviously the SEO of that time in 1970, Khalid Jameel Bhai, now Dr. Khalid Jameel Akhtar. What a man, great sportsman, great in academics, great in extracurricular activities, and we all looked up towards him and to him, and he inspired us. In the teachers, I cannot ever forget the strength that Captain Shukruddin, our then principal, taught me when I was the SEO and told me how life was to be led. People like Durrani Saab, who taught me strategy on how to think to make the house, Liaqat House, the champion house. People like A.W. Siddiqui Saab, who taught me on leadership and how to groom myself to be a better person. We were very fortunate. We had great seniors who taught us a lot. Asif Farooqi Bhai, who taught me a lot, Liaqat House, Najib Rizvi Bhai. There are so many. I can keep going with these names, and it's a never-ending story. But they taught us on how to be a better human, how to have leadership, and the teachers who taught us and gave us true tarbiyat. And what we are today is because of those mentors and seniors. Pataro, every day when I get up in the morning and I see the 74 group on WhatsApp, reminds me. It is as if we are still there. We all talk about it, we chat, and it is those friends that have continued how we have lived over life. It's now 49 years. Next year we celebrate our 50th. These are people who really I miss. And I don't miss in another word is because we're still connected, and that is what I tell my grandchildren, that this is called true friendship. So what Pataro gave us is that bondage, that friendship that I will cherish till I live. "100%. Pataro taught me true leadership. So if I owe anything in that training, it is to Cadet College Pataro. When I was 17, I became the senior under officer of the college. I had over 600 cadets that I had to look after the whole year, keeping them in routine, in line, in check. And obviously, I had to emulate myself to be of that standard that they, as juniors and my classmates, looked up towards me. So on the leadership grounds, on giving me that confidence of managing. I mean, imagine 17-year-olds, 600 people that you are managing, could not be a better lesson in life than ever. Then it was the teachers who taught us to look into subjects in the way we looked into the subjects. If it was me looking at speaking skills, Dr. Iqbal, Dr. Javed was a great teacher on that. Our English teachers, our maths teachers, our physics teachers, all of them taught us on how to look at life and subjects. And then as we progressed, and I have progressed in my career, I still believe that my foundations were put right, and those foundations have brought me to where I am. Life has been very kind to me. If I look at it from the day I left Pataro to when I was at NED, how I looked at aerospace and technology with a civil engineering background, addressing AsiaSat and then later O3B and satellite systems, then moving into the cellular mobile world, Paktel, moving into the banking world as Askari Bank, moving into the technology skills as a system integrator, from SPTV to Indus TV, from FM 100 to Radio Burak, and today working in areas of AI. I feel that I have been humbled because I was trained well. And then when you look at this, the other areas that I feel really inspired by is my desire to teach and constantly be involved with institutions like the National Defense University, the National School of Public Policy, various universities across the country and internationally. And working with these people over the years gives me that feedback on how are people perceiving what is going to happen as foresight. So you get the insight and the foresight together, and that is where I feel I've been truly blessed. Achievements, I would say it's how people look at you and what titles they give you. Comstech, I think, and I cherish most thanks to Dr. Iqbal Chaudhry, that he honored me with not only putting me on the different committees of Comstech for the OIC countries on AI, but also making me a distinguished scholar. National Defense University has me as a visiting distinguished fellow. I was declared a distinguished fellow in 2016 and was given that award by none other than General Colin Powell as the Eisenhower's Distinguished Fellow. And then sitting on the board of trustees of Eisenhower till date from South Asia, working with different universities across the world. MIT was fortunate, I was fortunate that they have asked me to look at their South Asia desk and look at things there. So all of these combined, I think, are true achievements, and local universities where I sit as on the syndicates and different boards. That I think is a true reflection of that the world considers you as worthwhile. So all of these things put together are, I feel I'm humbled with. My current endeavors are on how to address the future, which is using my strengths, which is civil engineering was one, technology is the other, and AI, my final degree, is how we package the technology understanding and the Earth's resources which are available. So the population of the world will be about 11.3 billion. The whole structure of the world will change. The focus will be Asia and Africa, where 80% of the world will be populated. Therefore, when we look at the temperature and climate change, how those things will affect. Balancing the Earth's resources with the humans that will be on Earth and ensuring that we maintain the climate in the manner that it is livable is my future endeavor as sustainable living. And that is what my current focus is, and I hope to do as best and whatever I can do to make humanity happier and more blessed. My advice to anyone would be punctuality. Discipline on time is, I think, the essence of life. It is a gift from Allah Ta'ala. We all have seconds to live, and in those seconds that we have, we should use them for productivity, and we should use them for good. We should use them for doing things that make people happy. So punctuality and discipline on time is one thing anybody masters. Success is automatically going to be on their doorstep. My advice to Patarians and Pakistanis in general is what we have to achieve is a collective effort. It cannot be an individual effort. We have to work together as teams. We have to trust each other, and we have to work and improve the work the others have done, not to destroy them and start from scratch saying it was useless or anything. Whatever worth you can find, we should always respect work that our colleagues have done in the past. Those who are our seniors have done, we need to improve on it, and we need to show them that betterment could have been brought. Technology gives you that facility to improve on anything. So we should have that positive attitude and that team play, because without that team play and understanding that blame games don't get you anywhere, it is teamwork that makes you achieve things. That is what is needed. conventions are to me the nostalgic time, because it is there that you meet friends, colleagues, seniors, juniors, who you have not met for years. And when you get together, they take you back the memory lane. They take you back when you were 13. And there is nothing more beautiful than age being brought back and you being taken into that mindset of when you were at Pataro. So I always look forward to conventions. I always want to encourage them. I am so happy to see that Agha Taj and his team, Asim being there as his General Secretary, are putting this together, and I wish them all the success. I inshallah will be there myself. I will be more than happy to meet as many of our friends I can find there, and what a beautiful thought it is. And I am seriously looking forward to the convention of 2023 in November.